Hello. So, right. So I've put these on. So it's like a bottom deck, and obviously the walls of the bottom deck. I think I'm on. Well, I am on. I'm on. Figure 9. So step 9, if you like. Now I've put them on here at the front of the boat, and I've also done a bit at the back. But I'll show you that in a minute, because there's a problem with the stern. I think it's actually twisted when I've put a piece of wood on, so I just want to show you that, just in case anyone is building it and not seen it. So also, this, as the instructions say, just gets like a clear coat of whatever it is. I'm gonna say varnish, but it's not. It's just a clear coat. I'm not really sure why, because it's not told us to put any detail on it. It's not told us to colour it in any way, shape or form. Now what I might do with a scrap bit of wood is put some of this gloss coat, varnish, whatever it is, on it and see how it looks. But as I've just said that, I remembered I have actually brushed a bit on one of the cutouts, and I don't know how to put it, but it doesn't look any different. So I'm thinking maybe I do some sort of staining on here first, a bit of staining. But you might be wondering what this is for. So what I'm going to do, because I don't paint things before I put them down, because then it takes you 3 hours to scratch all the paint off so you can get good some glue on it to make sure it sticks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this stuff just to put a bit more, just to put in there like so, and then I'm just going to put it down there. I'll cut that off. I'm going to show you this quick. Put that there. Just grab this pole. Be careful using these, sharp, blah blah blah. Cut it off. And then what I'll do is I'm going to change my blade for the number 11 because it's sharp on the end. But I'm going to push it in there however I can. That's fine. And I'm going to run the scalpel across like so. La, la, la. Come on. See, this is what I mean about sausage fingers. It's not very good. Can't grab small things. Tweezers, where's the tweezers? I can't find any tweezers, so we'll bring the big guns in. And then, oh god, try and do it without ripping it. I don't think it's cut because the knife isn't so sharp. No, it's not sharp, is it? It's not cutting. You get the idea. I'm going to go across there, like so. Well, I think I've got it there now. Yeah, we got it. So pull it off like so, all the way to the end. Screw it up, put it in the bin, don't need that bit. And just the back of my blade, put it in, flatten it down like so. And the reason I'm doing this is because obviously two different colours, white and not decided. So I don't want to have to be painting over the white. Now what I did on the last Billings bolt was I actually just painted the lot with a brush with undercoat first. But what I found is I got too much build up. I don't think yeah, you can. I got too much build up in these. And then I spent like 6 days going, you know, typical thing of going around it, getting it all out, and then, you know, blah, blah, blah. But the reason I'm going to start painting it now is because, again, on the last Billings boat, I didn't put any plastic behind any of the windows. I put no plastic in at all. So when it comes to the finished thing, it was a little bit rubbish because of that, to be fair. Now what I'll do in these bits here is I'll use the Tamiya stuff. Everyone knows how to mask, so oops. Unfortunately that's all I've got, and I'm gonna have to try and order some tonight so it'll come before Christmas, because if not I'll not get it until way after, so that's no good. What else is there? Yeah, it does actually tell you to put sugar. It does actually tell you to put this on here, but obviously I'm not going to put that on till I've sprayed inside here. Actually, no, I'm going to have to, because I need to spray this edge. So what I might do is I might just mastic that up, put that on there, put that on there, along there, put that along there, and then just rest it on. Oh, how's it gone? Yeah, come on. Rest it on like so. Rest it on like so. Because I do need to sand that bit there as well. It's just protruding a little bit. But that's no problem. We'll sort that. Now let me just show you the problem with the back of it, the stern. Just bring this back like so. Just show you back. So big it's hard to manoeuvre around. We've got a little bedroom. Well, it's not so little, but takes up a bit of swing turning it around. Alright, bring you back in. Now, it's not actually as bad as it first was. First of all, I've done all that. Put all that in. So what I'll do again, put masking. Put the yellow stuff along here in the tiny edges, and then probably just a piece across here, and get the broader stuff, the really big stuff, which I have got some thinner stuff somewhere, but everything's everywhere, and just cover all this around as much as I can, and across here as much as I can. Now this is actually not stuck down, but I was going to stick it down now in the video, but now thinking about the front and painting under there, I'm not going to. Again, I'm going to mastic along there. Not mastic, masking tape along there, and just paint that edge so it's done, and probably the underside. Luckily this little bit here, this little recess, it's not that big, it's only small, so we're not bad there. So I'll just bring you in so you can see what I'm on about here. I'll turn you that way so you don't have to see my ugly mush. Oh, wrong one. Not that one. What's that one? Okay, so the reason these clips are here is because I've actually had it clipped since last Sunday, so last week, 7 days. So it's actually not as bad. Now when I first put this on, it was way over like that, and I was looking at it and just like, wow, yeah, okay, that's quite bad, but it's actually not too bad now. So what you guys need to make sure is this is straight. Now you can do it by eye, as in you can just make sure you've got enough lip. See how there you've got about 2 to 3 mil of lip from this edge to this edge. Just get a pointer. From this edge, from the decking, top deck, to the framework at the bottom. There. Just make sure you've got the same equal amount there, because you can see that this side. And then you can also see it on this side. Just get it over. There's very, very slight. You got like 0.5 mil on both sides. And then once you get it in line, just throw you. Obviously you'd have to glue it and everything. I was going to do that, but I'm now not. And then just throw your clip on. Put a couple on just to make sure it doesn't move on you, because once glue's set, it's either impossible to get off without snapping it all, or very difficult. So I'm not bad there now. Just a little squish over my way. So I'm happy with that. I've got a nice little fraction, got a little step there, a little step there. See? Got about the same kind of step, which then straightens all the bottom end up. Which I don't know why it's twisted, because everything's perfectly straight when you look down it, and I've actually put a string line down it before I put all the frame pieces in. Or as in my previous video I called them the U-bends, or whatever I called them. Called them many things, but now I've now learned it's the frame. Someone did tell me on the comments, but can't remember his name off the top of my head, which is really bad. Sorry about that. Now I don't know if I did mention about. I'll just take you out of here. The stand. Now these fingerty bobs, these corners. You see, if you look down on them, they're now nice round, rather than just a 90. Nice and round. They're all like that. Everything. So yeah, it's looking nice now there. Well, that looks like it might need a bit of a sand. Oh no, it's okay. So yeah, it's not looking bad there. I've not done much this week because I've been working stupid hours for the big shutdown at Christmas. So I've actually made it quite hard of my other dilemma of putting a prop in here. So now it's quite hard because I've actually, I'm impatient and I've carried on. And I mentioned about putting gearboxes here. That's a no-go. Obviously, forgot all about the servo. sitting in there for the rudder. Duh. So I think I'm gonna try and get a propeller, because I actually didn't receive this propeller in my box. I only received 2, which I forgot all about till today. So I'm gonna try and get a propeller that'll have a small shaft, a small prop shaft on it. I'm gonna get some offcuts of wood, stick them here and here and in here, and then I'm gonna drill through all the way through up to here, and then I'm either gonna put cogs in there, or like a cog on, like I don't know, just thinking out loud here now, because I was gonna go in and then up with I think they're called CV joints, the bends in prop shafts. CV joint. I was gonna go up and then straight and then put something around here, so it's a nice big bend, so it's not making too much noise. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, because I'll end up weakening this piece of the frame, because obviously this piece of the frame actually fits down, looking at it, to about there. Now I don't want to come up under it. Oh, hang on, if I come across there. Anyway, I'll leave that for now. I don't know what I'm going to do, because if I do drill that, I'm going to have to actually drill through this end piece here. I'm actually going to have to drill through there without snapping and breaking it, and all the way through. Not really sure how. You see, if I put an hole through, if I put some wood on here, this side, next side, and here, this side, next side, cut a groove in it, boom, all the way down, and then drilled a little bit too far, put a pin in, not a pin, a prop, put a prop in with a gear on there, in this area, a gear with a grub screw on it, because all this will be covered in with planks. All this will be covered in with planks here. So the gear will be free just to turn, and then I'd have to try, and I've got a hand drill I might be able to get in. Maybe not, but I'll find something. Maybe just get a drill and a load of extensions and put it in there. Drill through there and there. And, oh God, what's that glue called? Resin it in, another prop with a gear on it. And then put a worm gear. You can't see now. Put a worm gear on the top, which will drive that gear and that gear. No, the worm gear will be facing the wrong way. Oh no, I'd just be able to put a motor on there. So I'd be able to put a motor in here with a prop into there, put a bearing or something in this piece of wood, which then would drive that gear, which then would drive that propeller. Might be onto something there. Sorry if you're bored by now. It's just me thinking out loud. Again, if anyone's got any ideas, please let me know. Because obviously I am actually going to have to put one of those CV joints I was on about on the end of this, because the frames are designed to take the motor. The motor sits in there, fastens to that one in there, and obviously you have your coupler there, but I've not got that option now because I'm going to put steam in it. So I'm going to have to maybe do away with this after it's been planked, or now. Either or really, it wouldn't matter, would it? So I could get rid of that, get a coupler on, CV coupler thing, and get it up and out of the way. But I am also now thinking of only putting one steam engine in onto a gearbox, which then drives both propellers, just because of cost of the steam engines, and there's only enough room for one boiler, not to get two in it. And again, the boilers are expensive, so I don't know. It's a difficult one. Okay, thanks for watching.